Did he sneak in the back door? He really is? He's not hiding? Can you get a picture of it to prove it to us?
I think something like this is it's different, not necessarily better or worse than a town hall situation. This has its own merits for like a one-on-one kind of discussion with either him or people who work under him.
I believe it. I'm not. There's 200 people inside, and they're sitting around, and you fill out a form.
And then they pick 3 or 4 people at a time to go meet with staffers. I did not hear of anyone meeting with the congressman, although they said he was in the room next to ours.
I think a lot of us are frustrated right now with lack of town hall and lack of support from our representatives.
And I've been calling regularly and trying for a town hall regularly.
I know people in there who have been there since 9:30 this morning.
What's going on here, from my point of view, is I'm here because I feel incredibly disenfranchised by what's going on in Washington. As someone who relies on Medicare and Social Security for survival, who before that was saved by Obamacare.
I'm a constituent. I live in Congressman Zeldin's district, and I am an Obamacare success story. And I would like to talk to him about my experience with it and how it has improved the lives of my family and saved me a ton of money.
I hope that Zeldin goes along with a plan that repairs this system, but makes sure that those people who were under Obamacare don't get seriously hurt.
You know, we don't want it to be stripped away slowly. It has to be fixed. You can't burn it to the ground. It's irresponsible.
I waited and this is crazy.
I've been asking which pieces of it in the replacement that he's in favor of, and I haven't quite gotten a straight answer. Dump Trump! Dump Trump!
Mr. Zeldin's getting punked by the losers of the election, and they don't even understand how badly they lost.
The left side is really angry at the outcome of the election.
There have been presidents in the past that I haven't been a big fan of, but I always thought that they were American presidents. And currently, I feel like our democracy, and something that I've taken for granted, is now in jeopardy.
Really concerned with the investigations going on right now, or lack thereof, into people like Attorney General Sessions. And I would like to see what Lee Zeldin supports as far as independent counsels.
We want to know his taxes, not so much, I don't care how wealthy he is, but I want to know where he's getting his money from and what alliances he has with people around the world.
People also want to talk about ties to Russia. People also want to talk about all the water reports that are coming out now. And because we're forced into these sort of corralled meetings, and it's not a genuine town hall, people feel like they have to cram all their concerns into 15 minutes. And that's not productive for anybody.
And what were you expecting? I expected to meet with somebody.
NRA for Trump, NRA for Zeldin.
I'm concerned that the anti-Semitic acts that are occurring all over the country now are because people feel empowered by having people like Steve Bannon in the White House.
And I'm going to tell Mr. Zeldin that I've never been more embarrassed of my government than I am today.
No one wants the mentally ill or bad guys to even be out here on the street.
I want to know why he voted for a bill allowing the mentally handicapped to purchase guns. I know Mr. Zeldin has daughters. I have 3 daughters. What does he say to his daughters about supporting a president who is an adulterer, is a misogynist, is married 3 times? So I guess his vow about for better or worse doesn't mean anything to him. And I want to ask him how he talks to his daughters about a president who brags about sexually assaulting women.
I mean, he's been a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, a Reform Party member. He's been all over the map in terms of his political affiliation, his ideology. And I was willing to roll the dice. And I didn't vote for his personal flaws, his character flaws. I voted for the things that he was saying he supported, the things he was saying he would do, and that the rest of the government, the legislature, the judiciary, would do their jobs and rein him in when he had to be reined in.
Important that everyone vote in the midterm elections, which historically have low turnout for Democrats. It would be good for everyone, all participants in our democracy, to get out and vote. Trying to restrict voting rights, which is something Republican governors and legislatures are doing across this country, is a bad idea. I'm in favor of democracy.
Unfortunately, I had to leave before I got a chance to talk to Congressman Zeldin, but I'm going to keep contacting his staff and hopefully get a private meeting with him.
This guy is afraid of a town hall, and it's outrageous.